Let's talk Kickstarter.
Draw Jam!
December 8th, 2021. Kickstarter announces to the world that they are developing a decentralized crowdfunding protocol. I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
I read the article that came along with the announcement. I read the FAQ that was attached to the article. I read the second article. I even contemplating signing up to receive the white paper that they're writing in a couple of weeks to further explain what the fuck all of that shit means. And I stopped myself because I don't think any of these announcements are for me. I think all of these announcements are for the people who already understand this space, the people who are really excited about decentralized autonomous organizations and blockchain and have been touting the benefits of blockchain from Jump Street. The type of people who tell you that blockchain is going to revolutionize everything from like restaurants to dating to like how you do your laundry. You know, that type of thing. I don't know if people have actually talked about blockchain and laundry, but I wouldn't be surprised. And if that sounds ignorant from me, it should, because I don't know what the fuck this is all about. And Kickstarter has not done a very good job of explaining themselves to dum-dums like me. And I think that's the danger here, because if the people who use your service, if the people who have propelled your service to, I wouldn't necessarily say monopoly status, but the game in town, if we don't understand what you're talking about, the minute you mention something like crypto anything, you're going to get flayed online. And if you've checked out Kickstarter's Twitter recently and the replies to the threads of these announcements, you will see them being flayed over the coals because they haven't explained things to the creator base. Most of my ranting proceeds from two basic understandings. And if I have this wrong, please let me know. Please educate me, because like I said, this is a space I am unfamiliar with, and try as I might, I just don't get it. The way I understand blockchain is that it is useful for assessing ownership of a thing. Like the blockchain tells you, and when it comes to something like Bitcoin, it tells you that this number, this particular coin or percentage of a coin belongs to this electronic wallet. And when this wallet makes an exchange or transfer, it goes to another thing. So it's a public ledger allowing you to follow where your assets are. The power of Bitcoin, I guess, or cryptocurrencies in general, comes in scarcity. If only one person can own this one thing, that makes it valuable, or this percentage of a thing. Like if you, we're not gonna jump into NFTs. I'm not ready for that. But in terms of cryptocurrency, like, you know, the value comes from scarcity, which brings me to thought number two, or assumption number two that is forming my opinions. Crowdfunding is the exact opposite. You don't want scarcity. You want a whole bunch of motherfuckers to sign to fund the thing that you want to make. Or, you know, maybe your supply chain isn't ramped up, or you haven't figured out how to get everything. So you cap it. Like you only want to make 100 of a thing. But the point of crowdfunding, at least the way I understand it, is to get a lot of people interested in your project and to give you, the creator, access to funds that you normally wouldn't have access to. If you have an idea for a card deck, no one's going to give you a bank loan so you can make a card deck. But there might be people out there who really are interested in collecting custom card decks, or you might have a fan base that loves your work and they would love to be able to see your work in a small form that they can play with every day and see it every day. And so those people would be willing to fund a project like that. And if you get enough of them, you can make more of them. See, like it's scarcity versus a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And I think that's the problem. That's why I can't necessarily see the benefits of blockchain when it comes to crowdfunding. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That's the way I see it in my mind. I know the philosophy behind blockchain and cryptocurrency was to kind of decentralize money so that no one country or one bank can control it and do all that kind of stuff. But that's not really the way it's worked out. My grocery store doesn't accept Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin or whatever that. I have to take, if I had crypto, I would have to transfer that into US dollars, and then I could buy chips or tacos or whatever. Whatever the guiding philosophy behind developing the cryptocurrencies, that's not really the way it's been implemented. And until it's done the way that's the way we have to observe it. That's the way we have to talk about it here. So I don't understand what the fuck Kickstarter is doing, because it seems to me that the blockchain is antithetical to crowdfunding. And I've been racking my brain to try to figure out what the fuck blockchain could be useful for in terms of crowdfunding. And I can't, and I shouldn't be doing this work because I've got pages to draw, but also I'm not smart enough to figure out that kind of implementation. And I wish Kickstarter had explained it in such a way that we could have that argument about that implementation instead of crypto automatically bad, blockchain automatically bad, this fucking sucks. Because that's the argument, that's the discussion that's going on right now. If you go on Twitter and you check out the announcement that Kickstarter made, it is getting flayed. Creators are deleting their accounts. Funders are deleting their accounts. People are vowing never to use Kickstarter again. And that hurts us, creators. I have a friend who is funding a project right now. Kickstarter made this announcement. Funding for his book just kind of went to a trickle because of all of this bullshit. I wish Kickstarter had come out with like, here is a very specific example. This is why the blockchain is necessary for this use case. Because if we had a use case, we could focus the argument on that and get into like why this is a great idea or why this is the dumbest fuck idea I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. I don't know enough. And most of the people who are reacting to this, I feel like we're not in the space. We're not in the crypto space. We're not in the DAO space. I don't even know what the hell that means, but I know that that's a buzzword. Like, none of the people responding have apes in their profiles or like lazy lions or any of that shit. We're not the target. It would behoove Kickstarter to dumb it down a little bit and give us some concrete fucking examples of what this protocol will help us do. We need that extra little stuff. Just ease it in there. Don't just like spring it out on us like we know everything. There are probably people out there watching this who do know what they are talking about. And if you do, please explain it to me like I am a dum-dum, because it is clear that I don't know enough about this space. But I feel like you shouldn't have to do that work. I feel like I shouldn't have to try to rack my brain to figure out what the fuck they mean. You know? They should be doing that work. I feel like this is an ongoing story. I don't think Kickstarter is done saying things in public. So if they are actually able to explain things better for dum-dums like me, I'll probably update this video or do another update, because Kickstarter is important in the life cycle of your art career. If you want to make a thing, like I've used Kickstarter for books and for a plush toy and for a jacket and all that kind of stuff. And I have plans on, I had plans on coming out with a custom card deck after I finish book 2, because it's something that I've been wanting to do, and I thought that like, get the book out of the way, and before I jump into the next one, I have a little bit of time to do a project for fun. Now I'm not so sure. But Kickstarter has been really important for friends of mine who have jump-started their careers because of very successful projects. And to see this platform kind of shoot itself in the foot, at least from the creator standpoint, I don't know. It kind of sucks. Like, in general, this year has sucked, but to cap it off with this, come on. So hopefully things shake out for the better. We'll see. I'll keep following it. If you can explain a potential benefit of the blockchain for a crowdfunding scenario, please let me know in the comments. If you can better explain these things to me than Kickstarter has, please do so. Because, like, you know. All right, that's all I got for now. Happy holidays, and make some cool shit.